In this tutorial, we will be discussing about what is lazy column and what is lazy row. Okay, so we can discuss lazy column and lazy row. Okay, so we already learned about what is column. Okay, in the previous chapter, in the previous sessions, we learned what is column, what is row, and what is box. Okay, so what is column? Column is, what is the use of column? Column is to arrange item vertically, right? And it's a vertical arrangement. And the row is horizontally. Okay, box stack. Okay, okay, then what is use of lazy column? From the name from the name itself we can understand what is it. Okay, so the lazy column display a vertical list of item. Okay, lazy column displays a vertical list of item that are loaded lazily. Okay, so we can say what is lazy column. Lazy column displays, okay, displays a vertical list of items that are loaded lazily. Okay, that are loaded lazily. So it is similar to recycler view, right? So in the XML based layout we have recycler view. So what is the replacement for the recycler view in Jetpack Compose? It is lazy column and a lazy row. So lazy column displays a vertical list of items that are loaded lazily. Loaded lazily means only show visible item. Okay, only show visible items on the screen. Okay, it will show only this. Okay, visible in the screen plus some few extra item. Okay, some few extra item. So suppose if you have 2000 item and we can total 2000 items, but in the now in your display, a 7-inch display or a 6-inch display, we can show only 10 members. It may load 10 to 15. It may load 15 line item. Okay, so means it can cache, right? So if you don't want to do the operation, if the scrolling, you do the scrolling, it will load the remaining item. Okay, that is the beauty, that is the logic behind the lazy column and a lazy row. Okay, so then we understand, we say lazy column is display a vertical list of items that are loaded lazily, only show visible item on the screen. Okay, it will show only the visible item on the screen. Okay, then what is lazy row? Okay, what is lazy row? Lazy row displays, okay, it will displays horizontal item. Okay, horizontal items. Okay, which are loaded, which are loaded that are loaded lazily. Okay, okay, that is the concept behind lazy column and lazy row. Okay, then next we can move to what is the syntax of this lazy column and lazy row. Okay, so we can create example. We can create a composable. Okay, we will create a composable, then function. Okay, uh, my vertical list. Okay, so I am creating a vertical list. Then what I am trying to do is, like, I will use lazy column. Okay, I will use lazy column. Okay, so we can arrange items. So in the lazy column we need a list of item, right? So we have an attribute, like, okay, we will use items of how many items. I am trying to create 100 item. So we have this index. Then what we will do, I will create a text view. The text view, the content should be, okay, I am creating, okay, so item, I will use dollar index, okay, okay, so and I will use the modifier, okay, modifier is equal to modifier dot, I am adding some padding, okay, 16 dot dp, okay, got right. So this is nothing but I will explain you, okay, okay. So here we created a lazy column, okay. Under this lazy column we need items, right? In this example we will be creating 100 item. We will be creating how many item? 100 item. We will be creating 100 item. So for that we have create items 100. Then what is, okay, here each index, okay, index in text item index modifier. So it will show how, what will the result. It will be a list item, okay. The result will be item 1, item 2, item, okay, item 3, etc, etc, okay. So this is how it will be, looks like this. We can create, we can show, okay, I will show you this in one of the examples. So let me open it, okay, let me open in the Android Studio, okay. So I have some issue with the emulator, okay, I will start my emulator, okay. Before that I will try, okay, medium font, okay. Let me open this one. Then let me create a new project, right? So I will be creating a new project, okay. So I will be creating empty activity a compose project. So lazy column example, okay, lazy column example. I will be creating a lazy column example. Home dot this lazy column, I am not changing anything. Then this, okay, the folder I will change, okay. So I will change to where I need to save, okay, tutorial video, okay, sample code. I will create a folder here, lazy column, okay, lazy column example. I will create a lazy column example and finish, okay. Okay, so I have created the project. So as usual, Android Studio will generate a set of code, okay, sample code for you. So let me create a composable function, okay. I will create a composable function, okay. It's a composable function, okay, lazy column, okay, lazy column example, okay. Then I will create lazy column, I will create lazy column. So I need to create items, how many items I'm creating? 100 item I need to create. Then index, okay. So I will create some text view, and text is equal to what? Item number index, okay. Then I will add modifier is equal to modifier dot what? Adding some 10 dot, okay, we have to import the div, right. So I think we create this lazy column this, and let me call this from my main function, okay. I will call this and I will remove this, okay. So we need modifier, we need a modifier is equal to modifier So lazy column example, okay, I will be creating, be calling this lazy column example from here also. Creating, I will remove, let me remove this. Okay, so let me remove this one also. Okay, so let me preview this. Okay, let me preview this. Okay, how it look like. So in the preview I will add some parameter like width, dp some 400, 100 comma height dp some around 600. Okay, so let me preview the screen. I think some issues, index error. Okay, here we have done. We are expecting expression. Okay, with dp is equal to 400. Okay, preview. Okay, so here we got, right, so this is we got 1 2 3 item. Okay, so let me run, we will find one issue. Okay, we can resolve that issue later. So let me run this in this, let me run. Okay, we will see one issue like a scroll issue. We don't have scrollable, right, so we will face that issue. Okay, we can fix that one. Okay, so I am trying to run this my application in this emulator to see how it looks like in the actual device or emulator. Okay, so my application is running, but here the, okay, we can see item 1, item 2, item 3, etc. up to item 9, but it's not scrollable, right? So let me fix this issue. We can fix this issue. How we can fix this issue? So we can, okay, state is equal to, remember, scroll state. Okay, so remember scroll state, scroll state. Okay, so we can use what, scroll state is equal to, okay, so we have okay, so what we can do is like dot scrollable. Okay, so I think so now it is not scrollable, right? So for adding the scrollable we have to add the modifier, right? So modifier, okay, dot max size. Okay, so if we set this max size, it should scroll. Okay, so we don't want to use this scroll state. So scroll state is to remember the scroll state when the recomposition, during recomposition. So here now it is scrollable, so there is no issue, so it is working fine. Okay, so this is all about lazy column and lazy column. So similarly we can implement lazy row also, right? So this is the your practice question. So you can implement similar horizontal item, okay, horizontal scrollable item, 100 item, okay. So please try to implement and run in the emulator, okay. So before closing the session, we can recall what we learned, okay. We can recall what we learned. So first we learn what is lazy column and what is lazy row. Lazy column is to display a vertical list of items that are loaded lazily, which will only show visible item on the screen plus some extra item. Then lazy row, which will display a horizontal item which are loaded lazily, only show visible item on the screen, okay, on the screen, plus some extra item. Then how, what is the syntax of this one? So the syntax also very simple. uh, so syntax is very simple. At composable function, my vertical list, I am creating the composable function as my vertical list, so we will be using lazy column. So here we can use width property, right? Modifier, we can use modifier dot, okay, modifier is equal to modifier dot max, okay, max size. We can use modifier dot max size, modifier dot max size. Then we can use the items 100, then index, okay. So text item index, modifier is equal modifier dot padding. So this is the example. It will show item up to 100, okay, okay, item something, okay, item 100 like that, item 100, okay, we can. So this is the example. This is how we what we learned so far. Then we can compare what is the difference between, okay, what is the difference between, okay, between column and lazy column, okay. We can discuss this point. What is the difference between column and lazy column, okay. So the main difference between uh, uh, the loading, how it load. Column load all item together, right? Load all item at once. But that is about column. But lazy column and lazy row load only item at once. Only loads all item at once. Lazy column will not load all item at once. Column load all item at once. One load all column at a, okay, all item at once. At once. Column load all item at once. But in lazy row, okay, okay, okay. What is lazy column? Okay. So lazy column load only what, load only few item, only visible item on the screen, okay. Then when we use, so if we have a few list, then we will use column. We have a large list, for large list we will use lazy column or lazy row, okay. For few list, for large list. So this is the main difference between column and row, okay. How it loads. Column will load all item together at once, but lazy column load only, or lazy column and lazy row only loads the visible item on the screen, okay. So I hope you understand the concept of lazy column and lazy row, and please try to implement your own so that you can understand the syntax and all. Okay, so we will learn the upcoming topic in the next sessions. So if you have not watched the previous video, so I have already uploaded videos for Jetpack Compose, the Hello World, and also Jetpack Compose column, row, uh, uh, and box, and modifier, etc. How to preview the Jetpack layout on the our IDE. So there are so many topics I already uploaded to my channel. So please watch those videos if you have not watched, and also please subscribe and like the video so that you can get the latest upload and notification. Okay, thank you for watching.